The wind howled louder than the rotors. I didn't hear her footsteps over the thrum, but I felt the hand, fingernails on my spine. Then breath, warm and venom sweet. You've always been in the way. And the push, a gentle nudge dressed as mercy. Sky opened beneath me. Blue turned black, weightless for half a second. Then gravity screamed. I should have died. That was the plan. Instead, I landed in the lake like a stone breaking secrets. Dislocated shoulder, broken ribs, but breath in my lungs. The helicopter vanished over the ridge. So did they. My wife, her sister, and somewhere in their pockets, my company's deed and a $9 million life insurance payout. They thought I was dead, and that's exactly what I needed them to believe. I watched my own funeral from behind a tinted window. Front row, black dress, veil she didn't need. My wife didn't cry, neither did her sister, but they held each other's hands like widows of the same man. I waited. Let them mourn their performance. The day after the service, she transferred the company to a new executive director, someone with no history, a name that didn't exist 6 months ago. But I did my homework. His name was Daniel, my wife's college ex. A failed startup, bad debts, no credibility. Until now. She'd given him my company, with forged signatures. My death certificate attached. Every piece fell into place like they'd rehearsed it. But they hadn't counted on the lake, on the pilot who pulled me from it, on the coroner who hadn't seen my body. They counted on grief. They forgot I don't die quietly. I went dark. No calls, no cards, no headlines, just shadows and silence. I moved city to city, using aliases, rebuilt my accounts under shell names, tracked every move through backdoor server access they didn't know I'd coded in. Their emails were a confession trail. We're so close. Just 6 more weeks and it's all ours. He'll never see it coming. No remorse, just greed wrapped in lust. The sister moved in, called herself family now, smiled in press photos like she hadn't tried to turn me into ocean rot. I hired someone I trusted, discreet, unafraid. He retrieved the surveillance, footage from the cabin, the charter records, audio from the pilot's mic, the last 10 minutes before the fall. Tilt it over the water, make it look like turbulence. Her voice, my wife's. That was all I needed, but I waited. Patience was the only gift they gave me. I intended to return it tenfold. The boardroom smelled of cold coffee and steel ambition. They were celebrating. Champagne, flashbulbs, a headline on the screen, new era, stronger leadership. I walked in, alive. No words, just silence. One glass slipped from someone's hand, shattered across marble. My wife turned. Color left her face like smoke and wind. Her sister gasped, stepped back, as if I were a ghost dragging chains behind me. I laid the file on the table. Charter pilot statements, forensic bank trails, phone logs, audio, surveillance stills of her whispering into Daniel's mouth at 3 a.m. Then the will, the real one, and the forged one. Everyone stared. I stared at her. She didn't cry. She didn't need to. She knew she'd already lost. I didn't raise my voice. I just handed her the same pen she used to fake my death. Sign, I said. She hesitated, looked around the room, for sympathy, for air. There was none. You have one option, I said. Divorce, asset forfeit, full confession. She shook her head slowly. Her mouth opened. Why? I asked. Not for answers, for the silence that followed. Her sister fled first, Daniel second. She stayed, because she knew this was her burial, and I was her funeral. I didn't press charges, didn't need to. The evidence leaked. She was disbarred from every board, banned, ruined. Her name meant nothing now. Her sister disappeared into a new country with a different nose and someone else's last name. Daniel filed for bankruptcy. As for me, I reclaimed the company, Sold it, quietly, moved into the hills, somewhere quieter, where the sky looks like mercy, but I know better. I still dream of the fall, of that moment in the air when everything felt clear, free, like truth. They buried a dead man for profit, but I buried the living for peace.